I've been a fan of virtual assistants for a very long time. Things like Google Assistant, Siri, and of course Amazon Alexa. So it was very exciting when Vobot decided to send us their smart clock, which has Amazon Alexa enabled inside. So of course it's not going to do the extent of what Alexa can do with the other devices that Amazon has produced, but it just gives you a taste of what Alexa can perform for you. So with that, let's take a look at the Vobot smart clock. So here we have the Vobot smart clock. So basically what it can actually do is it can set you an alarm, be a timer, tell you the news, play some music, tell you the weather, and also act as a reminder. So with that, let's take a look at what's inside the box. So the Vobot is a very simple and easy to use device, and with that the packaging is also pretty simple. Inside the box you will get the Vobot itself and a micro USB cable to charge up the device. And what is nice about this cable is that it is pretty long. So it's not going to be an issue for you to position it wherever you want in your house. And of course, if the wire is too long for you, you can easily just get any other micro USB cable to power up the device. So let's take a look at the Vobot itself. Now on the front here, we have a dot matrix screen, which can get pretty bright, but it's not going to distract you from your sleep, especially if you're going to put it inside a dark room. Now on the top here, we have a microphone icon. So this is basically to trigger the voice command, as it doesn't understand when you tell it, Alexa, do something for me. So it doesn't understand the Alexa part, so therefore you have to press the mic button in order to actually tell it a command. And also on the top here is a speaker grill, which houses a mono speaker, which is a 5-watt speaker. So it can get pretty loud, but the sound quality is not as great as the other Bluetooth speakers out there. But if you're gonna just use it to listen to the news in the morning, then well, it works pretty fine. So on the back here, we have an aux out port, which basically allows you to connect this device to any other speaker you might have at home. Next to it is a micro USB port for you to charge the device, of course. And here we have the volume up and down buttons, and here we have the mute microphone button if in case you don't want it to trigger the voice commands in case someone accidentally presses it, or it can be used to set up the device, to put it into Wi-Fi pairing mode, where you use your phone to connect to this device, and then after that, from the app that they have provided, connect it to a network within your location. Now Amazon Alexa is technically not really supported in Malaysia, but there are commands that you can work around it in order to make Alexa give you the answer. So for example, if I were to ask the weather, what's the weather like?
Currently, in Westlake it's 41 degrees with clear skies. Tonight, you can expect
Stop. So as you can see, it is defaulted to a US region. So if you were to ask about the weather, maybe let's say in Kuala Lumpur, you have to be a bit more specific. So for example, what's the weather like in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia?
Currently, in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, it's 82 degrees with intermittent clouds. Today, you can expect thunderstorms, with a high of 86 degrees and a low of 75 degrees.
So there you go. So there is ways for you to work around the incompatibility issues with Malaysia, but other than that, it actually works pretty fine. So for example, if I were to ask it to set a timer for me for 10 seconds. Set a timer for 10 seconds.
10 seconds, starting now.
And there you go. Simple as that. So here's another unique part about the Vobot. You can actually silence it by not only pressing on the mic button and telling it to stop, but you can actually carry it like this and put it this way. There you go. So as I mentioned before, there are some compatibility issues that you can work around with and some that you just can't. For example, the default music player for this device is iHeartRadio, which is not available in Malaysia, so that's not going to actually work. And you can't set Spotify as the default player because it just doesn't support that. It only supports Amazon Music or from iHeartRadio. So for example, if you were to ask it to play music, play some Michael Jackson for me.
I didn't find music by Michael Jackson in your library, but it's available with Amazon Music Unlimited. Would you like to learn more?
No. So there you go. Basically, if you do have an Amazon Music account, then yes, all those songs will be able to be played by this device. But if you don't, then sadly, that is one feature that is not going to work. You cannot use this as a Bluetooth device as well. So there's no option for you to connect to it as a Bluetooth and play music that you have on your phone through Spotify or maybe through MP3 files that you have saved onto your phone. So as I mentioned before, there is an app that comes with the Vobot, and in the app you can do pretty simple commands. For example, if the clock is too far away from you, you can just pull out the app and press the microphone button on it, which will trigger the voice command. Stop.
Sorry, I don't see that if trigger.
Other than that, there is also a play and next button, which basically connects to your Amazon Music account, so you can play music directly from the app onto the Vobot. And also there is an option for you to change what is on the display. So if we head over to the settings and display settings, here we have multiple options for you to choose. For example, if you want to use a 24-hour clock rather than a 12-hour clock, or show the AM and PM. Other than that, there's also brightness options for you to control the brightness on the Vobot. And of course, it has a pattern loop, which basically if your Vobot is just left there, it will cycle through different types of displays. And also what is nice is that it allows you to choose how many seconds will this be played and which of them will be looped. So for example, if I do not want it to show the date, I can just press never show and it will never display the date on the Vobot anymore. So what is cool about Amazon Alexa is that it supports skills. Now skills are basically programs that further extend the capabilities of what Alexa can do. So for example, Destiny and Activision recently came together to create a Ghost skill. Now Ghost is basically the AI companion that follows your character around while you're in game. So that changes the voice of the Vobot. So for example, ask Ghost to tell me about the tower.
It was located in the last city, along the outer wall. After the attack, there was almost nothing left. At least we have memories of dancing like nobody's watching. Except, I was watching.
So that's pretty cool because it's actually using the real voice actor from the game. And also if you realize, it changes the voice by following that character instead. So what is cool is you can ask it many other questions. For example, you want to manage your clan, maybe change your inventory, or just ask him about the location that you are in. And of course, you have to link the skill to your Battle.net account in order for it to communicate with your account. So guys, there you have it. That is the Vobot Smart Clock. Now, I think it's a pretty cool device, especially for those of you that want to delve into the world of smart assistants. Sure, it doesn't give you the full capabilities of what Alexa can do, but if you want to just try out what it can do, then this is definitely a good device for you to try. However, I do have some issues with it. I do wish that the speaker was not a mono speaker, rather it was a stereo speaker and the quality was a bit more better. And other than that, I did wish that it gave us the option to connect via Bluetooth in order for us to play our music on Spotify or whatever MP3 files that you might have onto this device. Overall, I still like this device and it performs what it promises, so overall it's pretty good. If you are interested in picking up the Vobot Smart Clock, you can head over to Amazon's website and just type in Vobot Smart Clock. The price for this device ranges from 45 USD to 50 USD. And yes, this device is able to ship to Malaysia. So guys, with that, I hope you like this video. Do subscribe to our channel as we take out more videos like this. And of course, I will see you in the next video.